What's going on, everyone? Here we are. Here's our coach for NCAA 26. We're going to be using the UTEP Miners. Our coach, Mark Zimmerman, currently our playbook style, pro style, 3-4 multiple defense. Appalachian, Alabama for some reason. It's from Utah. So this is the coach. We're going to go with Mark Zimmerman. We're going with UTEP Miners. Let's do a quick roster breakdown. Look at this team. I haven't looked at them too much, but I knew this was a team I wanted to do. Quarterback, we got a sophomore, junior, a freshman. Sophomore Michael Nelson looks like he's going to be our star player. 5-star rating out of high school. I wonder if he's from UTEP or El Paso. He's from Los Alamos, California, actually. So yeah, he's got some decent abilities. Attributes here: throwing power 92, decent, throwing on the run, throwing deep, short, medium. So it looks like he's a little bit more of a medium passer and able to do it on the run. Of course, his backup is Skylar Locklear and Shay Smith, Caden Connell, and Jeff Trace. Halfbacks, we got Husan Wilson, Marquise Taylor, Ashton Emery, and Lance Barnes. Fullback, Tyler Reyes. Receivers, Kenny Odom, Cam Thomas, Jaden Smith, Wandame Davis Jr., Jalen Brown, Rafield Campbell, Ashton Nickelberry, Marcus Torres, Mason Ferguson, and Taylor Perez. Probably going to get a heavy dose of the top three, maybe even Davis. Tight ends, we got Judah Izindoa, Cash Cheeks, Josh Schultz, Isaac Rudolph, Noah Stevenson, and Josh Hancock. Left tackles, Luke Lamontas, Ivan Escobar as our left guard, Jake Riggs as our center. I'm not going over all the backups here. Joseph Imadieto, Azizi Henry as our right tackle. Our rushers, we got Derek Burns and Elijah Baldwin. And then we got Equan Taylor and Kofi Taylor Barrocks. I know, I played last year with this offline, and he was an absolute monster, but he looks a lot nerfed to this year. Defensive tackles, we got KD Johnson and Cole Gustafson, Ashton Coker. Our Sam is Jaden Williams. Middle linebacker is Mike Stratton Shufflet, Garrett Hawks, and Gabriel Beaver. Our Will, which I think they took Will a little too far, because the Will was WIL as weak inside linebacker. There was no extra L, so I don't know who came up with that WILL. But we got Jason Rudolph here. Bo Phillips. Our corners is Jalen Shelton, Yasmin Green, Neil Campbell and Dante Thompson, Justin Content and TJ Tillman, Lance Russell, Solo Barnes, Xavier Smith, and Tyler Jones, kicker and punters. So this is our roster. Not the best overall, not the worst. Of course, we got some stuff to do. Let's redshirt some players real quick. What I'm going to do, might as well keep you along with me. Let's make this a little bit of an intro. This is the intro episode. We're going to go with our sophomore. I might as well do him down here. Wide receivers, the three guys here at the bottom are, well, not him, but they're definitely getting the tag. And for that halfback, let's just make sure they go through okay. Tight ends, I'm going to go with the sophomore and the junior here, just to help give them an extra few years. Kind of helps our recruiting so we don't have to go crazy. I will go into some sliders next, because that is always tricky with these games. But there's Mr. Hurricane and Matt 10 do such a good job, which I think today they officially released their first one. We're going to go this sophomore, and then next year he can go. We're going to get a couple extra guys. Isaac. This just kind of helps our recruiting class in the future, so it's not so difficult when I have like a bunch of guys we have to recruit. 5, we'll just do the last one. Seniors don't get redshirted because they graduate anyways. And the kicker and punter, that's it. So for our sliders, we're playing on Heisman. League settings, I'll go through these real quick. We got Heisman, XP is on faster, commissioner, injuries on. We're not gonna penalize ourselves for being able to manually progress, but I don't know if I haven't decided if I'm gonna manually or automatically do it. We're doing 11-minute quarters with 18 play clock. Here's the wear and tear of Mr. Hurricane and Matt 10 released. Maximum transfers. If you want to keep these low because like there's playing style and playing time. You get kind of wonky and you'll lose like top tier talents that will be playing anyways in like a year just because of this. So we can do 20 because that's about average for most teams, and then this is the chances of transferring. This way there's some people like 10 to 15 that still transfer almost guaranteed, but you're not losing like some of the top tier guys. And auto recruiting is all mine. When it comes to XP sliders, I don't think anything's been released yet, so right now we're just going base default. We'll adjust when it happens. Gameplay sliders, this is a big one. QB accuracy down to 40, pass block 50, wide receiver 45, run block 50, ball security 45, pass defense reaction time 50, interceptions down to 40. I know they put 45, but I was getting a lot of picks when I ran these sliders in like 5 games. Pass coverage 50, tackling 45. The CPUs is almost the same, 40, 50, 45, 50, 45, 50. 40 once again, they put 45, but once again I was just getting so many interceptions, especially like I throw a pass and the receiver should catch it, but like somehow the defensive back will like put his hands in the way and just snag it out of his hands. So we're gonna go 40. I seem to balance it out a little bit better for me. Pass coverage, tackling, here's all the kicking, injury up to 20, fatigue. I don't like this here. I want to move this up to about there, I think, because I was having a lot of corners that have good speed just get burnt, and it wasn't good. So I'll adjust it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to back out, import, reset the sliders outside, and then re-import them in to have it work better. The precipitation, how much this actually affects your guys in the rain, and then the penalties, offsides 50, false start 85. So this is the penalties that they came up with, and it seemed to work, and I haven't had no problems. So we can get into our custom conference, custom schedule. Well, our coach upgrade. For our coach, we decided to go with the recruiter type, and then I'm going to try to get tactician when I get to level 10. So recruiter just takes scouting time. First of all, you always want to scout offensive line and defensive line, and there's a recruiting scheme you strategy you do. Go for the best offensive lines that are interested in you, and D lines, like those are the guys you want to build up, and linebackers. And then your home run ball should be like your quarterbacks and your receivers and your corners, who are like your 4 or 5 stars. But you're gonna need a lot of 3-star just offensive and defensive linemen. Custom schedule, let's look at the schedule. I'm not going to change anything because this is their schedule they supposedly have. I will double check to make sure. We start with Utah State, take on FSC Southeast, go to Texas. That's going to be a rough one right there. UN Melrose, and we take on some divisions. Here we have Louisiana Tech, Liberty, Sam Houston, Kennesaw State, Jackson State, Missouri, New Mexico, Delaware, the Army-Navy week, and the conference championships. Hopefully we'll be trying to compete for that. And then lastly, let's just look at some recruits, see who's interested in us, if there's any guys that kind of pop and you guys want to put some input in. So our top recruits, we don't have no one with number 1, so it's going to be a battle. I know I'm going to be aiming for pipeline states. We have Texas, which is only a 2. I don't know how these level work. I'm going to have to go back and learn that. But Texas, California, and Arizona are going to be big pipelines. New Mexico, we could get, but it's not. I don't think you see a lot of great New Mexico players. And then I would like to get like Florida or Alabama area. But we're pretty good starting out in Texas, which Texas is only like that one. Texas is a pipeline 1. That makes no sense. Let's see if we have any. Our highest pipelines 2. So this can be rough starting out with our first couple. Any state. Our top interest. Starting with. Why is there no one in? There it goes. Quarterbacks. You got 2 quarterbacks here. Both of them are high school guys. One out of Arizona, one out of Texas. Need a couple running backs. Don't have a lot of interest, but we're definitely going to go with a couple of these 3-star guys. Tight end. Let's just take this top guy and probably him. Tackles. This is where like we're pretty much going to try all these guys, and then try to get some little sneaks in here and there when we can. Offensive guard. Once again, this is going to be a little rough starting out because we are a like 1-star school, and then I might have gone a little too crazy there. We need 1 edge. We're going to scout these guys just to be sure that these are guys that are good for our scheme and match. We're going to go with some lower guys here and take another couple top guys. We're definitely overlooking here. I'm going to have to go back and readjust this. Like defensive tackles, I could probably take a couple guys off. Like these 2. And then we need 2 mics. Go with the 2 there. Like our brand exposure, like this one is a little scary with the pro potential, but I think we can get there. Looks like outside linebackers, I picked up way too many. Take a couple off theirs, and then centers and guards. I get a little trigger happy with some offensive linemen just because I know how important they can be in this game. Alright, now we can finish out. Let's see. Cornerbacks, we need 2 more. Free safeties, we need 2. It's probably one of the best we're going to get. We don't need, we do need a strong safety. I thought we had some green dots over here. Okay, I guess not. Maybe it was still loading the safeties. We'll throw on him and him. And then we need a kicker. Always good to get an extra kicker. I guess we'll throw him on. I'm gonna throw a punter on just to be safe. Might as well. And then that is it. So, all right, guys. Well, that's gonna be that's our quick introduction. I hope you enjoyed. Hit that like, hit the subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be the first game.